Hello, I am Dr. Allison From-Tapp, and I'm the Senior Director of Health and Wellness at Spalding University. CAPS, which is Counseling and Psychological Services, wanted to just provide you a little bit of education surrounding the benefits and the science behind mindfulness and somatic movement, which I sometimes might say mindful movement. So, research shows that they offer profound benefits for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Hopefully, by the end of this talk, you'll know a little bit more about them and how they might be helpful in your life. So, let's start with mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention on purpose in the present moment and without judgment. So, it's really about observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations just as they are, not maybe how you wish them to be. And mindfulness is probably a little bit easier than you think. It does take some practice to see all of the benefits, but it can be really extraordinary in some people's lives. So the science behind mindfulness is pretty compelling. Studies have shown that regular mindfulness practice can actually rewire the brain. It activates the prefrontal cortex. So that is this front part of your brain, and that's responsible for decision making, emotional regulation, focus. And mindfulness can help to reduce the activity in the amygdala. The amygdala is the brain's center for experiencing and processing emotions, and most of that is fear and anxiety. So when you get really anxious, really stressed, really afraid, your amygdala starts firing a lot. And this front part of our brain kind of goes offline. So we have less focus, we have less words really to deal with whatever's going on. So essentially, mindfulness can bring us back to that and help us to become less reactive and more resilient. So the benefits of mindfulness are really wide ranging. It's been shown to reduce stress, anxiety, and even depression. It enhances focus and cognitive flexibility, and has even shown some physical benefits like lowering blood pressure and improving immune function. So by grounding ourselves in this present moment, we can really create space for greater clarity, creativity, and calm. So now let's talk a little bit about somatic movement. So somatic movement really focuses on the internal awareness, internal body awareness, and moving through space with intention. So a somatic movement is any kind of movement that is practiced consciously with that intention of focusing on the internal experience of the movement rather than anything external. So when we think about traditional exercise, a traditional exercise would emphasize goals like strength training or endurance or weight loss or other things that you can see from the outside. Somatic movement really emphasizes how your body feels as you move, and it uses mindfulness to really pay attention to that. So somatic practices will tap into that connection that we have between our brain and our body. And research shows that this kind of somatic movement can help to retrain the brain. When we think about it, our body is filled with muscles, and those muscles have memory. And sometimes we have to really work to retrain that to help our body learn to release tension, improve posture, and move more effectively and efficiently. It engages our proprioceptive system, which is your body's ability to know where you are in space, and also our interoceptive systems, and that's how your body feels from the inside. So again, the benefits of this can be profound. Somatic movement has been shown to reduce chronic pain, improve mobility overall, and enhance coordination. It's also deeply relaxing, making it an excellent tool for us to use for stress management. Beyond the physical, somatic movement can foster some deep connection with your body and lead to greater self-awareness and more emotional balance. So when combined, mindfulness and somatic movement really create this powerful synergy. Mindfulness provides you with that awareness to notice what's happening in your body and around you, while somatic movement offers you a way to respond and to shift those sensations. So together they create this really nice feedback loop that enhances your physical and emotional well-being. So let's think about stress and give you an example. So mindfulness helps you to notice maybe the tension in your shoulders or the chatter in your brain or the tightness in your chest. Now, somatic movement then can provide you some actual tools that will help to release some of that tension or quiet your mind a little bit. That might be through gentle stretches, through breath work and paying attention, or really conscious relaxation. The result is a sense of ease and balance that can go beyond that temporary relief, especially if you're able to practice it pretty often. So, couple practical sorts of tips around this. So, getting started doesn't have to be complicated. For mindfulness, you can try this. Just set aside 5 minutes a day and sit quietly and focus on your breath. Now, lots of people will say that is pretty difficult and your mind is wandering everywhere. When your mind wanders, and it will wander, you gently bring your attention back to your breath. Some people, if you have a really busy mind, will say that adding something like a mantra could be helpful. And a mantra could be as simple as saying to yourself, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Or it could be, I'm breathing in peace and relaxation, and I'm breathing out kindness and love. You can create any sort of mantra you want, but having those words can help to sort of calm some of the chatter in your head. So adding that mantra is great. Over time, if you have a simple practice like that, it really can change some of the stress levels in your life. It can help your attention span and can really start to increase your overall resilience to those daily life stressors. For somatic movement, you can start with something like a body scan. So a body scan is really just paying attention to your body in that moment. So for this, you can, again, just spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you have it. You can lie down if you have a space to do that. That's probably the easiest, but you can also do this just sitting up. So you could sit and just bring your attention slowly to different parts of your body. You can start with your head or your toes, work your way up or down, and just notice any areas of your body that may have a little bit of tension. And then just slowly over time, experiment with small, gentle movements to start to release that tension. If you had noticed tension in your shoulders, then maybe you just work to sort of push your shoulders down, or you break them up and then put them down. Just to notice, do those small movements help a little bit over time? So again, this practice of a body scan, just noticing how your body is and working slowly and gently to remove some of that tension, can be practiced in just a few minutes a day and may leave you feeling more relaxed and more connected with yourself as well. So in conclusion, mindfulness and somatic movement are really more than just wellness trends. They are evidence-based practices that can help you transform your health and your happiness. So by cultivating this kind of awareness and reconnecting with your body, my hope is that you will find greater resilience, greater clarity, and peace in your daily life. So now take a moment to pause, breathe, and move with intention. And thank you for listening.